Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Chakra Diva show. I am Amber Poole, known as the Chakra Diva. I am an energy healer, an intuitive, a psychic, a medium, a crystal shaman. I go to hospice and I help transfer people over to the other side. And as of next month, I'm actually going to facilitate a wedding. So I'm super excited about everything that I do. I love what I do, and I'm happy to be here. So I do have a upcoming program, and it's called the Crystal Shaman Certification. And I wanted to dive into crystals today. So if you love crystals, this is the show for you. My teachings are a little bit different because I have worked with crystals for so long, so many years. And I want to show people how they actually speak. And so this episode is called Crystal Speaks. Now, when you walk into a crystal room or into a metaphysical shop, what happens is you get drawn to a crystal and they actually talk to me. So I took my crystals on a traveling trip. Me and two other mediums were trying out and auditioning for a paranormal show on the Travel Channel. And this was at the end of 2018, prior to the whole entire COVID business that started. So one of the other ladies with me, her name is Trisha Carr. She is amazing medium and channel. And she does a podcast actually called A Charmed Life. So please look her up. She's awesome. And her and I are in my hotel room, and I'm like, look at all the crystals I brought. I couldn't decide which ones to bring. And the one that I brought, and I showed her and I said, this is my favorite guy. I just got him. He is a raw red jasper. And I said, it was so weird because I walked into the store and this is the first crystal that I heard. And he said to me, my name is Pedro. And I thought, oh my God, I am going crazy. There is a crystal who is speaking to me. What? And Trisha starts laughing. She goes, Amber, did you know that Pedro means stone? And I was like, no, I had no idea. So we started to develop a fun relationship. Pedro is one of the funniest crystals. So if you think about personality wise, and this isn't something that you would look up into a book, like you wouldn't grab a book and see the words funny crystal right there. But when you got him home and he started to communicate and open up the lines of communication, that's something that you may learn. The second time that I had another crystal call to me, and that's the way that I like to do it. I like them to call to me instead of me calling to them, unless I have an intention or a purpose, maybe to make a grid. But my husband, we took a family trip down to Florida, and my husband is like, what is the one thing that you really, really want to do? And I said, I have to watch the whales. Like, I love whales. They are my spirit animal ever since I was a child. So he took me to go have dinner with the whales, and it was really beautiful. And then afterwards, he said, is there anything else that you want to do while we're in Florida? And I said, well, we got to hit up a crystal store. I love my crystal stores. So we left outside of Orlando and we found a crystal shop. And I walked into the shop, and because I know all my crystals, it's hard to wow me over. It's like, exactly what everyone does. And in the back of this shelf, I saw a blue and white crystal that I've never seen before. So it is really, really tall and it's beautiful. And I picked this guy up and I go to the cashier and I said, there's a crystal that I don't know what it is. You're going to have to tell me about it. And they said, oh, well, that's the orca stone. And I was like, of course it's the orca stone because I love the orcas and the whales. So I bought this stone because this is my stone for my spirit animal. So you're kind of getting the point here of how they speak. And the last one I want to show you that means a lot to me. The guy who actually took us onto the Travel Channel to go in for a show, the producer, he bought me a crystal, and it is one of my favorite crystals, and it is a Lemurian wand. So if you can see here, and these are so, so special because they have secrets within them. So it's said that when Atlantis and the Lemurian went down under and everything was collapsing, the elders would put secrets into these stones so that when we found them again and when it was time for them to come back up, we would remember stories about them, teachings from them. So if you ever have an Lemurian stone, just sit with it and be quiet with it and allow the teachings to come up. The Lemurian stones are not the only stones with teaching. So some of them have, like I said, personality. Some of them may be a teacher for a spirit to come through, such as my spirit animal to come through. But this guy right here is programmed from an elder. So if I set the intention and I go into a store and I want to learn something, I want to be taught by one of my crystals. I set the intention prior to walking into the store. And then I just allow whatever comes to me or whatever catches my attention or I feel is calling to me. That is the stone that I want to work with. I had a few years ago, like probably 6 or 7, I was working with a stone. And as soon as I touched the stone and I went into meditation, I heard the word elders. And I went, oh no, what is an elder? And I just popped out of my meditation because I was so excited that I got information. So they're just not on Lemurian stones, they're also the teachers. So in order to hear a stone or to receive messages from the stone, you need to relax. You need to chill out. When I was little, I would always teach myself, and I was laying in bed. I go, okay, Amber, it's time to hit the receiving mode. I talk all day long to other beings. I pray to, the universe of, prayers that I want peace on the earth and different things, various things all day. So my voice is being heard all day. And now I have to go into the receiver mode. So if you think about being a receiver, you get really, really quiet and you listen. You're not one to talk. You're not the one running the show. So think about you listening to a good friend. All right. They're coming in for conversation. They want to tell you something and you really, really want to know what they have to say. So this puts you into the receiver position. And then after you get quiet and you say, okay, I am willing and ready to hear the information, you just allow it to come through. And what happens is it comes through your senses. So sometimes it comes through your head, as in you'll know words or you'll hear things that come up. That's clairaudience. But other times it might be a feeling, like you may feel tingling, hot, coldness within your hand while you're holding onto the crystal. And my favorite thing to do when that happens is I start asking the crystal questions. Are you here to help me heal my body? And if the crystal doesn't heat up, then I know that's not its purpose. Are you here to communicate something with me about life? I don't know. And then it might heat up. Okay, now we're on to something. So your communication style is not through your physical words. And it's not through, it could be through clairaudience, but you have to think outside the box to receive these messages. How is it coming through? What does it have to say? Some people like to use pendulums and write out on a board. Does this mean yes? Does this mean no? Whatever works for you, but you have to do it intuitively. So that means shutting down the mind and allowing the messages just to come through and really take shape. So we are going to do a lot of this stuff within the Crystal Shaman certification class that is coming up September 20th. If you love crystals, this is the course for you. What happens is we walk the medicine wheel. The medicine wheel is different each season. So fall is a season of working in the West, working with water, releasing, letting go of emotions. The shamanic practices that we use are soul loss. So if you lost your soul somewhere, we learn how to recall it back. And also shape shifting. So how to transform and shapeshift into a different animal or a different place or a different time. And we go through that as well. It's more like this beautiful, intuitive learning journey for yourself. And you can also take the practices that we're going to learn and teach other clients, students, of how to use these concepts as well. because I love crystals, and this is the Crystal Shaman Certification course, we are going to make a crystal mesa. And this is one of the practices that I was taught by a shaman in the Andes who, after he taught me it, it was like something that I just loved and it stuck with me and I had to use it. And your crystals become more powerful. They have this beautiful, really deep, deep meaning when they come through. So it's another level of awareness for self-awareness and also to help your clients and other beings around you. So anyhow, that is September 20th. And if you love crystals as much as I do, please take a look at the course. It's actually at the crystalreikicenter.com. And that's where I host all my classes for crystal Reiki and crystal shamanism that is coming up. All right. So now I would like to take a call from CeCe, who is in the British Columbia. CeCe, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, wonderful. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good.
Fantastic. How can I help you?
I think I'm just missing my grandparents and my mom.
I'm so sorry. I didn't even hear you.
I'm just missing my grandparents and my mom.
You're missing your grandparents. Okay. Grandparents and your mom. All right. Step forward. I get a, do you have a cat? I get a cat energy around you. A cat? Meow.
Yeah, I think, I think my mom would have had a cat, I think.
Okay, I just turned my volume all the way up. Can you repeat that one more time, CeCe? I'm so sorry.
I think my mom had a cat.
Your mother had a cat. Okay, perfect. I just saw a cat that was by. It was a little, I'm going to call it a lap cat because that's what's coming in. A little lap cat that is near. And how do you relate with March?
March. March, I think, I can't remember though.
That's okay. All right. Not a problem. And the number 4 is rounded too. April. Number 4. So there's 4 in a family, or it's 4 in a unit that's coming through. Trying to get their energy here because we called upon 3 people. And I also get a burial, like a cemetery. With a K name around it too. Like if I was going to go to the cemetery, I'm seeing a cemetery right now. Your mom, I feel like you're very close with mom energy. That's who I'm going to pull through first.
Yeah. Yeah, I recently went to a cemetery.
Okay, perfect. So it's just validation.
My cousin died.
Oh, your cousin died. I'm so sorry, Sue. Oh, I'm just sending you so much love right now around everybody.
I'm too emotional. I'm all gone.
Yeah, you said, did they leave? Did you leave? Did they leave? They actually don't leave around you. And I'm seeing these beautiful yellow flowers that are coming in as well. I'm asking her if they come through in the dream. So with your mom, I want to know the easiest way for her to communicate with you, to know that you're okay. I get books, stories, writing. Do you read things and then you're like, oh my goodness, that reminds me of my mom?
Yeah.
Okay. They're like, I almost feel like they're encrypted messages. Like, I don't know how else to say that. Like if I were to, there's a saying somewhere or, maybe you read something, I'm thinking Facebook, but it's almost like, oh, that reminds me of mom. Is mom thinking about me? Is mom trying to give me a sign over here? I get that a lot. There's something about tea.
Yeah.
So the second thing, tea, like TEA.
I just try to keep strong. I try to keep strong for her.
It's almost like reading that comes through for you. That's how the messages would come through. Because I was looking outside and I said,
Oh, okay.
is there a bird around? But she's like, I'm trying to communicate all the time. And one of the things that I get is through these sayings or these, um, it's like these words that all of a sudden appear. And it's like, is mom talking to me? Like, I think that could be for me. Don't miss out on the signs. That's what I keep hearing. Don't miss out on the signs.
Okay.
Have you seen yellow flowers?
Sometimes I get it on my birthday.
Again, around your birthday. Okay, fantastic. I just saw
Yeah.
these beautiful yellow flowers that are coming through. You want to know if she's okay. That's part of
Yeah.
uh, the main question as well. And I hear it. I'm sound. I'm sound, which means to me I'm safe and sound. Going around there, the child. Where's the child? Hold on.
Child?
Yeah, I feel a child energy. Somewhere. Okay.
Does that have anything? I'm just wondering. Does that have anything to do when I miscarriage, or does it have nothing to do with it? Or her kid? I'm just confused. I'm confused.
That you had a miscarriage?
Yeah, I had two miscarriages.
Okay. So the child energy, when I'm on mom right now and I'm feeling the child, it can mean that she is just with the child. I get child, but if you're going to say children, um,
Yeah.
the child around you. And I also get, oh my goodness, I get these beautiful crosses that come through as well.
Oh wow.
Did you do something with the cross?
Yeah, she has like a native thing,
Okay.
native cross. I think my brother has that.
Perfect. Just validating her energy around you. I also get that
Yeah.
one of the challenges that she doesn't like seeing you suffer. One of the challenges is to keep having courage every single day. Um, and there's also advice to work really self care. I keep hearing self care. I'm seeing the physical body. So make sure that you know, you're taking care of yourself, you're getting enough sleep, you're eating properly, those kind of things, because it will also help nourish you and to get you out, you know, like feeling refreshed and feeling better when we take care of
Oh
ourselves too.
wow. Yeah, because I haven't slept today.
You haven't
That's
slept
crazy.
today?
No.
Oh, I'm so, so sorry. And I also get prayers. So I see prayers. You're either praying to her.
Yeah, I'm praying for her. I'm
Perfect.
praying for what happened to my cousin.
So it's just
Too.
validation that she is hearing you
Yeah.
as you're moving forward. Okay, that your prayers are being answered, and that they're called your spirit team are working on the other side. Your grandparents, did they go together like close?
Too.
Your grandparents, when they were, did they like cross over like close together around time?
Not close together. My grandpa died in December 1985, and my grandma died 2005.
Okay, no, it's not close, but
But they were really close.
I'm seeing energies that are close, which to me, I thought they were just passing over at the same time, but that's okay too. I get them side by
Yeah.
side. Um, you
Yeah.
know, so and I also, and that's so funny. It is kind of strange. Like I almost want to go to a restaurant with them and eat.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah, they
odd?
did. They like to go to restaurants together.
That's so funny. I'm like, what's going on here? But that's what I want to do. I want to go to a restaurant together and just go eat. I
Yeah.
also get there's a K name that also comes through, and it's not in my dictionary. I wrote down Christine earlier, Karen I'm hearing, but there's a K around your grandparents as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a K. It's not like my Karen or Christine that I wrote down, but it's a name that's surrounding them that is also on the other side.
Oh, I know she had a relative named with a K. Shoot.
Okay, that's okay. I just see an energy on the other side that's also over there. And it's not, her name's not in my dictionary. I don't know how else to say that. Like if it's not a common name, that I have a really hard time. So it starts with a K because I can see the letter K over there as well. Everybody's okay on the other side. So I don't feel like any kind of distress, but I feel more caring for you than anything else. And the messages are really that to have courage, to get up, and every single day I'm at the window, I'm looking out the window, embrace the window, go outside from the window, and also to really up your game in your, and the only way I can say it is in the physical body, because it'll actually help the mental body as well. You know what I mean? Like if I, this is just me, if I ate chocolate all day long and there was nothing else but chocolate and tacos, then my body doesn't feel great as if I had water and I actually had movement. So they keep making this emphasis to nourish your body properly.
Yeah.
Okay, it's extremely, extremely important.
Yeah, and that's what I need to do because I'm always dehydrated. I'm always getting
up that water. Up it up, up it up.
Yeah.
And there's also something about slippers, which is really random as well. But I see slippers that are sliding underneath the bed.
Oh, that's my slippers. that's where they are right now.
It's going underneath your bed. So just verification that they are around you. They are there. And I keep getting, who reads the books?
No.
I get books. So it's either going to be like a bookshelf, or your mom read books, or your grandmother read books, but it's
there's
something
a bookshelf in the living room.
Something that has to do with the bookshelf. Is there something on the shelf, like, I don't know, figurine, an antique?
I think there's an eagle thing.
It's an eagle.
I think somebody gave me that for Christmas.
Okay. All I know is that it's important. They keep taking me to a bookshelf, and then it's round circle little thing, and I can't figure out what it is. I would say if I saw it like a statue or something like that. But anyhow, know that that's where your mom.
Oh, yeah, it has a wolf on it. It has a wolf and the eagle, and it's round.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So it's just validation that that's where you can pick up on the energies at. Go over there and pick something up. Like, I feel like I need something tangible to talk to when I'm talking to my mom or I'm talking to my grandparents. So go over there and hold it and be like, Mom, I'm going to talk to you right now. We're going to go outside and we're going to explore and whatever, and make her part of your day, because that's going to bring you peace, and it's also going to bring her peace as well.
Okay.
All right, beautiful. I hate to cut you short. I only have a minute left, but I really appreciate you calling in, CeCe, and I hope that you got validation that your mom is still around you, your grandparents are still around you. Make sure to have the courage just to keep stepping every single day into a better direction, and know that you are totally in a space of love.
I want to ask you one little question.
Okay.
I just want to know I want to ask you one little question. Sometimes I feel like they're touching my face.
It's probably. You know why? It's because they always want to know. They want you to know that they are there. And it's like, what do I have to do to make sure that you understand that I am here right in front of you? And sometimes they pull your hair. Sometimes they touch you because they just want to know. If you want to have boundaries, just ask them to back up and say, don't touch me at midnight or whatever it is. And they'll have boundaries. So I hate to cut you short, but I got 20 seconds. Thank you so much for joining me on the Chakra Diva Show. I can't wait to see you all next Thursday. See you later. Bye-bye.